And just like that, we are back for another podcast. So hopefully you guys are ready for a podcast that will upset some people, make others feel validated, and have us hopefully entertain you here for an hour or so. Speaking of that, if you guys want more content, we always offer more in the members section. And every week, we do some unfiltered content there because, hey, it's not monetized, so we can say whatever we want. And YouTube can't come after us and make us censor it, which is really nice. With that out of the way, let's just jump on over to me, who's probably going to introduce this show and everybody on it in a failed, spectacular fashion. Take it away, other me. Oh yes, here we are, another fine podcast. Well, Dad, why doesn't mine look like that? That's this podcast. We promise you a good podcast, then we deliver whatever this thing is going to be. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It is a thing.
Can't be any worse than last week's. No,
you're setting. Okay, I got my work cut out for me. Here we go. We're gonna make it worse. This is gonna be it.
I'm setting the bar very low.
We're setting the bar so low. It's like the DCEU is once again in full swing.
I was gonna say it's like that Star Wars movie, but
oh yeah,
get a good solo.
No. The worst Star Wars movie is Episode 2. Episode 2 is the worst movie, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody's just floating around on CG tiles. You're like, what is happening here?
Well, I'm surprised you haven't heard the revisionist history about that. The prequels are all good, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, revisionist history, I guess.
Because that's the kids saying the prequels are all good. It's the youngins. Because they grew up with it.
It's true. Everything nostalgia is good. That's a fact. It's a known fact. I'm telling you. But hey,
I mean, nothing was bad in the '90s. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Definitely nothing was bad from the '90s.
No slander.
I mean, Bill Clinton will be one.
Peak.
I was gonna say Bill Clinton will be one to tell you that the '90s were great for him, especially things happening under his desk.
I mean,
he had a great time apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see Captain Corvette's early beginnings, go ahead.
I've never heard a Captain Corvette elaborate.
Trust me.
Vin Diesel, man.
There's a bunch of old people right here listening to this podcast, and a bunch of old people. And the old people are getting our references. The young people are like, I don't get it. What about Bill Clinton? What's under his desk? What about Vin Diesel's early start?
What is who?
Look up Vin Diesel Street Sharks and enjoy, kids. Yeah. Enjoy.
Oh, well, it's the whole technically. It's not just Street Sharks. It's a lot of stuff. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool and funny when you see how Vin Diesel was trying to get jobs by doing
the kids don't get it. Vin Diesel was jawsome. Okay, he was jawsome.
Oh. I love that show. I do the toys.
Yeah, it was the stuff. So yeah, here we are, everybody. We're back with the podcast. I am, of course, as always, not really as always, but this week I am your host, Armin. You can find me at whatever's linked down below, doing whatever I do, wherever I do it. That's a good enough introduction of me, as always. But I am, as always, joined by Mitch.
What he said, but for me.
You're doing whatever I'm doing, but you're doing it. Oh my God. I got some questions. How many milligrams are your edibles at night? Are they making you enjoy things you don't enjoy?
1,000. They're getting me through Fallen Order. No, that's all I can say.
You're just on.
Not that Fallen Order is bad. I want to say that right now. I like Fallen Order, but going for the platinum is.
Are you talking about Jedi Survival? Or whatever.
No, I platinum Survivor. I'm now gone back to Fallen Order.
That is a step back. Oof. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, okay. Well, you got your work cut out for you. But hey, Tristan's here with us as well.
Yeah, all the links in the description. Hopefully, I wasn't here last week because I had the Zelda-itis. So,
you had a kingdom to cry over. Yeah. How many war crimes have you committed, Tristan?
Surprisingly, very little. I just ignored them.
Then are you even playing the game?
Because I saw what was happening. I was like, oh, really? And people are. I can understand because of the
people are mad at those Clorox.
Yeah. I can understand. I can understand because behind behind all the war crimes because of the context from the first game, where if you tried to collect over 900 Korok seeds, surprise, surprise, everything evolved into poop.
Yeah, get golden poop.
I will say I finally booted that game up last night, even though I didn't like Breath of the Wild. I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. I made it about, I don't know, 15 minutes in. 4 sticks broke trying to attack something, and I turned the game off. I was like, Shay, you can beat this and tell me what happens, and I'm done.
It's a Zelda game. The same thing happens.
Yeah, it gets sometimes get used to because of the in-lore reasons on why everything the way it is, and that you're basically having to fuse things with other things.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're going to have to make use of monster parts to actually have good enough weapons.
See, I ain't got no patience, and I'm kind of stupid. I want to just mash the buttons and see the things happen.
You'd be surprised at what's happening in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, there's like posts going around where
mechs.
People making mechs on one end. And on the other end, if you can't make anything, everyone's just solving everything by making really long bridges.
That I noticed. Yeah.
I mean, I tried it before. Yeah, you can, like, because there's some like shrines where if you can't, if it doesn't immediately click with you on what you're supposed to do, sometimes you can just go, I can make a gigantic bridge and just get to the other side, can't I? And if you'll spend like 15 minutes to make a gigantic bridge, and no, sure enough, it works.
Now, speaking of the shrines, have you seen what they've muddled the doorways on?
I haven't actually like paid attention to the doorway.
So for those that haven't noticed it, Google the Tears of the Kingdom shrine, and then Google Goatsy.
Well,
if you're of a certain age, you should know what Goatsy is. Well, I'll say it looks like something's being spread.
Okay, fair enough.
I was just focused on getting the stupid. I guess the little knickknacks to get my stamina and my hearts up.
Yep. Well, suppose.
So I will say that at least you can defend yourself, because apparently the shields escaped what was happening in Hyrule. So the shields are still the same. And you can actually make skateboards now. So.
Yeah, you got Tony Hawk Pro Skater in Hyrule.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
It's actually pretty funny.
They're probably better than a new Tony Hawk game, so why not?
There's one thing I did see on Twitter was besides the mechs, people have made a orbital strike space station with that stuff. They made a Trojan horse and delivered it to Ganondorf. They made a B-52 bomber.
I've seen the bomber.
That's awesome. See, it's stuff like this I'll never experience, but I'll gladly watch people post clips of it and go, that's creative. I'm too dumb for this. So,
and
I'm holding off on it at the minute. I got Final Fantasy 16.
And people doing certain things with the Koroks for apparently.
And so the TikToks with that little like Domine.
There's a couple of them. Like one of them, like they actually stood the mountain. Another one I seen where someone got their horse and paraded them around the stables.
Yeah, I saw that. Then the weird like hands came out the ground and he just cacked himself.
Amazing. Well, I suppose that's enough of delaying the inevitable, which we got to get talking about these things happening in Marvel, DC, and wherever else. So it's exactly what we're going to do, everybody. So go follow us on all them social media pages and wherever else, and let's just get right into it. First up, at the TV upfronts, we got a pretty significant update on Loki Season 2 and Echo, and the different approach to the releases. Loki Season 2, you'll be watching it weekly. Echo, you're going to watch it all in one day. So, different strategies, but I understand why they're doing this. They needed to do this. Like, this was honestly what was going to happen, I feel like.
Did they?
I feel like they did. There's so much content coming.
Did they?
Right, have so much.
Yeah, but even then, right, I don't know. I take it as a cause of concern. Like, this is just getting dumped in one day. I don't see any reason why.
Yeah.
to dump this in one day.
It's kind of strange because of how they made things where it was supposed to be weekly, so people keep coming back, and now certain shows are getting the binge treatment where they are getting to be watched in a single day, possibly because they probably don't have enough faith in the product so much, I guess.
See, all the reports going back to Echo midway through production to the end, they're all sorts of, there's a couple problems. The series isn't bad, but there's production issues. There's been a delay. There's some trouble with a stunt or something, but things are still going good. Like, I feel like that, and this is just maybe me just reading between the lines, but I feel like they have like a 7 out of 10 on their hands, and they don't want to drag out a 7 out of 10 across 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's just incredibly mid.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I'm sensing. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, like, if Disney is looking to potentially do this more, which it seems like they are, because, I mean, in the recent wording and even upfront, they're saying they're looking at different models of releases and everything. This, to me, implies that we could see a little bit more of this. Like, hey, look, if you want to do another season of The Terrible Batch and dump it all in one day, sure. So I don't have to hear people talk about it for 12 weeks and burn my brain out.
5 episodes in, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
It's just, I mean, yeah, like...
It can't be any worse than Andor, right?
I'll let you know when I see it. I mean...
It's just Jared. Andor bad.
It's just weird. It's just weird overall, because like with some other projects and IPs, sometimes it's because from what I've seen is that for the ones that are tried and true, they'll get the weekly status. Other ones they'll get batches up onto Disney Plus, and then here, especially from what it looks like from Echo, they're gonna have everything up in one day.
And I went back and looked at their couple of announcements when they announced Disney Plus in their first wave of content, right? Now, then when they announced the second wave with like Echo and Daredevil Born Again and stuff, and the way it's placed on the schedule, and the fact that they announced a couple more specials and additional TV series that went into production, whether it's Star Wars, like Skeleton Crew and stuff, if you look at the initial schedule that Disney Plus had, you're like, okay, I could see how everything fits in, and maybe there's 1 or 2 overlaps with a movie or a series. They're literally, by spring of next year, if they stuck to that schedule, they would have to overlap like 6 projects. I think there's also something to that as well, because we saw last year, what was it, like, Doctor Strange came out on Disney Plus, Ms.Marvel was airing, and Thor was in theaters. And Obi-Wan dropped in the middle of all of it, and everything cannibalized the other one. So I think there's also something here where they're looking at the strategy going, we can't do that again, because everything suffers. And I do think
that's a weird solution, right? If you don't want to cannibalize everything, you're literally throwing something out in the day-to-day.
Yeah, it's the other argument.
Because no one's
right
going to
there.
talk about Echo on the Monday, like, or whenever, like, the weekend gone after this comes out. Like, no one's going to talk about it.
Everybody's going to talk about it because Daredevil and Kingpin showed up, and then by Monday it's over, and the advertising for whatever their next series has started. Like, that's the cycle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's literally
I wonder if this is happening because of what Disney as a whole is restructuring with their streaming platform, where especially with the US, where they are combining Hulu and Disney Plus into one.
Welcome to 3 years ago for Disney Plus for the rest of the world.
And I am glad Tristan brings that up, because if you notice, Echo is dropping right alongside when that's going to happen. So I wonder if there is some sort of strategy thing here, like something else.
You'd assume so, right?
Something has to be here. But again, it's a little disappointing, but look, it is what it is. So I don't want to dwell too much on this. We're going to talk about it more soon when we find out more, when we see trailers and stuff. Inevitably, it's coming this summer. After Secret Invasion, both of these are going to start getting some advertising. So,
when does Secret Invasion start again?
In like a month, literally like a month from now.
Yeah, because recently the promotion. They just like I think they announced the actual date, and they're just promoting it at this
Yeah.
point. So it's like next month, I think.
We got like 30 days to go. So we'll talk about it right after that. Let's jump on over to the film that makes Morbius and Green Lantern look successful and profitable, because they were more profitable. Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, is the biggest DC Comics bomb of the modern era and the biggest DCEU bomb to date. Having finished its theatrical run with 133 million worldwide. Now, I looked at predictions.
No, that's domestic, surely.
That's what I thought too. I looked at
No,
I was
no.
like, wait, this was the predictions
No
for
way.
domestic. Nope, worldwide, nobody turned up to see the film.
There's no chance. I need to Google this. Hold on.
I need proof. Trust me, it's the worldwide total.
Yeah, in all fairness, I forgot about this movie. I think apparently, if that's everyone else did,
Yeah.
but goddamn, 135.
Oh, wow, game 2. All right. Wow. Impressive.
I was rounding up. To be fair, my brain doesn't work properly.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
Wow, it really was only 57 million in the States.
Yeah.
Wow.
it is.
It's kind of expected when you announce that this movie doesn't matter.
It's. I mean, I just kind of want to reflect.
Imagine
on
if the
this film.
Flash has that.
Oh,
If the Flash just comes out.
No,
and
well,
nothing.
Well, you'd want that to happen, but because it has Batman, it's gonna make
I
some
was gonna
money.
say Batman is saving Flash. Let's be real.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's gonna
I
save
don't.
it.
I ain't putting much stock in Keaton's.
Yeah,
draw
I've
that
seen
movie.
people like.
I have seen
some wild-
Adam, and that's it.
I've
some
seen
wild-
Adam.
No, I've seen some
No,
wild-
sorry. I've seen Adam and Marvin. The first.
Adam and Marvin,
That's
yeah.
literally
That's like I've seen some
that
wild-
is it. Everyone else who even mentions Keaton is saying how bad his line delivery.
But I'm just saying, I see some wild excuses on why to go see Flash because of Batman.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's-
That's the only thing I'm gonna say. It's like
if Flash makes money, it ain't making like anything more than 500 mil. It ain't going
It's
past
like-
that.
I have a
It's like-
feeling there's a lot of hope built up into it. But look, guys, Rasputin said the movie's good. Are you gonna
So glad you brought that up.
Rasputin? Come on.
That might be the goofiest thing WB's ever done.
Oh, and I
Even
do,
more than
as-
Shazam 2. That might be the
as-
goofiest.
I do just want to bring up, I know somebody's going to bring it up, Wonder Woman 84. Yes, that made less at the box office, but come on. It was 2020.
Yeah, you have context for that.
Yeah. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that, you know?
I was just like, if you saying Rasputin, I was like, wait, what? Where am I gonna watch the Flash?
So, I just want to kind of bring up like Shazam 2 to you guys and ask you this. This is a dead IP,
No,
right?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You don't need to see it because it's terrible, but it's dead. It is.
Let's be honest. Shazam was dead after the first one.
Yeah, that was
If you
the
want
it-
proof of
it-
that, the fact that this made less than some movies
Like-
having the opening weekend, and it's this
Like-
big of a, or it's supposed to be that big of a movie, like yeah, this thing's dead.
It had some hope that it would, at least make some money back, but it was like it was put out the pasture with what Gunn and Zachary had to say after that. So
There was no hope whatsoever. And even Gunn knew there wasn't hope, because you see how he tweets about movies like The Flash and Blue Beetle. He's just like, Shazam 2's out. It's like Kojima's reviews on Twitter.
Yeah.
He sees a movie, like R.I.P. the Mario movie. He saw the Mario movie.
Yeah,
Other stuff, you know when he likes something. If he
Yeah.
doesn't like something, he says he's in it.
That's
This movie
not
was
all.
dead the second they announced it. I'm sorry.
It's look, just
It also just looked bad.
I
Like,
was
that
gonna
first
say-
teaser trailer, whatever, was bad.
right out the gate, and with the combo of hey, Black Adam came out 6 months prior and completely bombed as well, like, and that was
Yeah, who wants to
starting
see Red Black Adam? Like,
Yeah, like, oh, it's.
that hurt to say a little bit. I apologize.
Well, I suppose the next time we see Shazam, I'm gonna guess new actor, and he's going to be on a TV series, and that's probably
Hopefully
it.
he plays the same age as the kid who's playing Billy. And Billy's not 18 and Shazam's 12.
I legit do not get what happens. Like, the moment he turns into Shazam, he becomes a bumbling idiot. And it's not like Superman Clark Kent where it's an act. Like, no, Shazam just acts. Oh, I don't get it. It's so bad. That movie.
So was Sandberg even on set for this?
I think, honestly, I'm going to guess Sandberg just kind of sat in the back and was like, good job, guys, good job, just for every take. Because he was checked out. You could tell. Like,
yeah.
It's sad, but the story of this
film... In fact, this came out and he was like, yeah, I knew it was going to tank. It's just like, oh,
dude, I loved his tweet. He was like, at least I got paid, homies. Peace. Oh, okay.
He's a real one. Shout
out.
Give him a Star Wars movie, Kathleen Kennedy. Go
on. Why not? So,
well, you know, apparently you can't get good directors like Mangold. No.
Ooh. Ooh.
Not saying Mangold's a bad director, but topical conversational joke.
Very, very tough. Let's jump on over to the Darkhold Diaries. What is happening? What is this?
I think people have been bamboozled with this one.
What do you think?
I would put money on it that Darkhold Diaries is just a production title for Covenant Chaos.
I could see that.
Unless there's a second option here. They're changing the name for a third time.
That was the guess I had.
There's two ways. I don't think it's a secret project. If it is, it's a special presentation. But I don't think that's going to be the case.
So did you during the upfronts when they were talking about stuff and they were classifying upcoming projects, did you see what Agatha was classified as?
I'm going to be honest, the last week I've literally been nose and balls deep in Star Wars on PlayStation. So
wasn't it like
nothing?
So just a year ago, it was classified as a drama. It is now officially classified as a comedy with music.
I've heard stuff about this being a musical thing because of Agatha all along.
Yeah.
One Division.
Yep.
Just doubling down on that bit.
Calling it now the Darkhold Diaries, aka kind of like, a spoof on the Princess Diaries. I'm convinced that they've pivoted hard on this, and this is going to be more fun and whimsy and musical, and comedy, and I'm, fine. I'm cool with it. I don't need everything to be Guardians 3. I want to be depressed for the entire week.
I couldn't emotionally handle that.
Yeah. So I'm fine with this. I just want to know if maybe it's true that this could be a Disney special as well, because apparently we're still getting one this year, October-ish. So could this be?
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be the Man-Thing one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
I mean, they didn't announce Werewolf by Night until a week out. So
legit though, literally a month after. Here's a poster.
What's that? Here's Wolf.
Give it a couple of weeks or months, and you might actually might find out. But...
I mean,
it would be cool if it was a special presentation that led into Covenant Chaos.
Yeah,
that'd be an interesting way of doing it. But
that would be great. Very interesting as well. So, I mean, I'm just kind of interested to see what exactly happened, because this thing's been in production since November. It's a long time they've been shooting this thing, so it's hopefully gonna turn out good. I want to know also.
I mean, the cast is stacked for this thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, at least Covenant Chaos is stacked anyway. No.
And according to some reports out there, they're bringing back a couple more faces that we've seen recently. Evan Peters is going to be returning, I guess. That's a big one. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff apparently coming back. Like Mr. Scratchy from One Division is apparently going to have a big reveal. I've seen.
Yeah.
You got I'm trying to remember which kid is which. Billy obviously plays a part in this.
Yep.
Apparently Olsen's back for the end of it.
That makes sense. That does make, because they're trying to resurrect her, so why not?
Well, she's not dead. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
There was nobody.
Nobody in Red Flash. There you go.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
She teleported somewhere. She was taken somewhere. There you
Uh-huh.
go.
Uh-huh. So, at the same time, whatever this turns out to be, I just have a feeling that whatever the reveals are, whatever Darkhold Diaries is, and even if it's Coven of Chaos, I have a feeling this is going to get a substantial amount of who asked for this and like backlash.
Oh yeah, it got it straight away.
Yeah.
And it's just me. Like I kind of asked for this. This is my fault. I will not apologize. I need more of this stuff.
I need more variety in the MCU, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah, nothing wrong. You know, people go on about a formula. They give you something completely different, and then it's who asked for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same with everything, really.
It's true.
Like, give me something different. No, not like that. Okay.
Different but the same.
Wow.
And it's back to the Simpsons meme.
One person really loves the Scarlet Witch. The other one really loves Agatha. Wow, the one person...
Excuse me, but Scarlet Witch is the most popular hero they have right now.
Yes, but why is that one kid flipping the switch for the Speedo Evan Peters? Why?
Because Adam was the only person that liked the Fox X-Men movies. So.
Oh. I like...
I brought him up twice. Goddamn.
How many? I don't know how many movies that series had, but I like 3/4 of. No, I don't. I like 1/3 of them. That's a better ratio.
Too many is the answer to that question. Too many.
Too many. Damn.
It was too many after the first one.
X-Men 2's good, and then there's too many after that. I feel, but you know,
X-Men 2 is good if you like nostalgia. There, I said it.
Well, it's the only Fox X-Men movie that truly asks the question of like, hey, are mutants an allegory for being homo? Yes, they are. Oh, this movie actually brings that up, and then they quickly brush it off. So
yeah, like Joker, they don't do anything with it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's sad.
Got nothing to say, and it says it badly.
Oh, we gotta talk about society. Okay, what message do you have on it? Society. Oh, well, okay. Yes, there is. There is certainly is society. Certainly is. So yeah, that's it. Darkhold Diaries. Let us know what you guys think it is down. Finally, we're getting to the good stuff. As our last thing to discuss here, Captain America 4 leaks are out and about everywhere you look online, and boy, do we have some good leaks for us. I haven't seen leaks this good since like, I don't know, like phase 2 of the
these
MCU.
are like old days.
Yeah,
these
yeah.
Like old days. Old timey leaks.
Like super
probably
grainy.
Atlanta filming guy.
Yeah, it's probably Atlanta filming. Let's be real about it. But
he was trying to take a picture of a kid behind it, other people.
I mean,
these are weird.
The photos are grainy, but they do give us new looks. Captain America, Sam Wilson's got a new outfit.
Might have the biggest downgrade in a suit
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Which is saying a lot because you've got Captain Marvel right there along with
People are like huffing the hopium thinking that it's just a stealth suit.
That's my hope. Don't crush my dreams.
It better be a stealth suit because I don't want to see the damn thing. Yeah. Ugly. God damn.
I mean, it was expected, and I guarantee we're going to see both of them. Like, we're going to see the one he ended the series with. It's going to get destroyed in the first act. It's just going to get destroyed, and then here's your new suit, and hey, here's your new Falcon. Look, he's literally got the comic suit. Like, Joaquin's got that suit. It's it.
I mean, Joaquin's cool. I can appreciate him coming back in, but the suits, no.
Yeah.
And then with another set photo, you have potentially a villain for the Serpent Society with Seth Rollins.
We got Seth Rollins from WWE as a Serpent Society member. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll start and we'll pass it around. Everybody just give your thoughts. I hate the suit. I'm excited for the new Falcon because his suit looks like it's from the comics, except he's not.
I haven't seen the Falcon.
Yeah, it's you could see it from like the back and side profile. It looks good. It's like green, brown. It's exactly like it is in the comics, honestly. So I'm cool with it. But Serpent Society, that's a great added bonus. Overall, I'm excited. But of course I am. It's more Captain America content, and we're gonna see what happens, because we already saw that they got like the leader was on set when they started shooting. Thunderbolt Ross, like this movie's looking like it's gonna be stacked. So I'm optimistic. I just hope it turns out good. Tristan, what's your feelings on all this?
Potentially the same, because I haven't, like, it's the first time, like, I'm looking at the potential new suit. Hopefully, just trying to hope him that this is just a stealth suit, because I really don't like it. Because
someone just completely ruined it even more for me. He looks like A-Train.
I see. God damn. Oh, why?
It looks so bad.
No. Well,
and I'm interested on Seth Rollins' character from being a Serpent Society member. I just wonder how prominent he is, or is he going to be? So,
I'll be honest, he looks the part of like the head of the Serpent Society.
Yeah, he does.
It can't be any worse than like John Cena and The Rock acting. So, yikes, big yikes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I look at these photos, I'm getting really excited. Like, this film comes at us literally less than a year from now. Like, it's coming at us May of next year. So, pretty awesome. I just hope that they really take their time and, I don't know, give us a good follow-up to Captain America. Because once again, this thing is sounding like it's just a Hulk movie. Like, everything that's in it, you're like, okay, there's a lot of moving pieces here. So,
it's a Hulk movie without it having the Hulk.
As far as we know.
But you have Hulks in here, though, so
yeah, you do.
No, but they want the Smashy Hulk.
Well, you're gonna get Red Smashy Hulk.
You have Harrison Ford as a Hulk. You're gonna get Angry Smashy.
Yeah.
It's literally Harrison Ford. You can have the mustache. It's gonna be glorious.
I don't know. So, anybody got any thoughts on this that are more than like, that suit's pretty terrible? Because it is.
Apart from A-Train, the Serpent, or New World Order, whatever the movie's called, I forgot now.
Yeah.
Allegedly, they're changing the title as well. So
I heard that, but I don't know. You know, they haven't actually said that. Have they?
The current title, as of this recording, it's a New World Order.
Yeah.
That's a professional way of putting it. Well done, Tristan. The A-Train suit is horrible. I can't find the Falcon one, so I don't know. I can't really comment on that. Seven Society, cool, I guess, but yeah. I'm excited for Sam's debut as.
A lot of people are excited, but they haven't seen much of what's actually going on.
I mean, officially, we've seen nothing. No.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people are worried about this thing being overstaffed.
Well, so certain people would know more, but a certain Reddit subreddit got burned to ashes, so we won't really know anything anymore.
I forgot about that. Damn. Yeah. The people worried about it being overstuffed. If you boil it down and compare it to Civil War, there's far less going on in this.
Yeah, that is true. That's my only hope, because I'm like, man, they pulled off Civil War, so I got some hope here. But you never know. I mean, things can always get out of hand, right? It's always.
It's true, yeah.
It's the only thing that's like that I question about this is there's heavy rumors that this film is supposed to establish and lead right into like Thunderbolts and Kang Dynasty, and it's like,
and Eternals too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like there's a lot going on here. Like I just hope they can pull it off, but
they will. Each is, you're not going to get an entire plot with stuff like Kang Dynasty and Eternals. They're going to be little bits.
Yeah,
they're going to be setups. They're going to be nuts.
It's true. Well, I guess we're going to end it on Captain America. We're adding in an extra topic here that's not on the schedule, but since it hit up, we might as well just add in. It'll just appear in the podcast.
Surprise.
A surprise podcast. So Jeff Loveness has officially been given the boot
Oh yes.
off of the Kang Dynasty.
Is it official now?
According to everybody's running with it's true. So
I know was it John Roker? He was doing the stream last night, so a bunch of stuff came out from that.
Yeah.
Like how Emma Stone apparently turned down Sue Storm because she wanted more money, which honestly, good for her. But Loveness being off a Kang Dynasty, I like Quantumania for what it is.
Same.
It's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp by a country mile.
Yeah. But
I think it's probably with the reaction for Quantumania, I think it's probably best that Loveness goes.
Uh-huh.
And if he did go for the writer's strike, then you know what? Fair enough. Nice. Whether he was booted off or he was like, you know what? I don't want to do it. Either way, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like, again, I'm in the same boat as you. I like Quantumania far enough. I think it's a more entertaining and better than the second one. At least they took some risks, but he clearly, his writing style was not meant for that scale and scope.
I don't entirely blame him for that movie and everything wrong with that movie. I think a lot of it, we know Paul Rudd had a script and then they didn't want that script, so then they brought him on. Like Phase 4, even though Quantumania is Phase 5 technically, but the last couple of years they've done a lot of chopping and changing.
Yeah,
and maybe Feige's just like, hey, the Rick and Morty bubbles burst, and people don't want that style of writing in the MCU anymore, so we're going to go back to how we had it before.
Right. Yeah.
If that's the case, thank God. No. It's bad enough having Rick and Morty in existence. I can't take the MCU, but Rick and Morty.
I'm glad you bring that up, and also in relation to Loveness, like, if you look at the way that they were handling everything and moving forward, I think honestly there was just a disconnect in what they wanted. Because if you look at Ant-Man 3, originally when they were talking about it, go read old interviews after Ant-Man 2. It was not going to be Quantumania. It was going to be another entry.
It was just MODOK in AIM.
Yeah, it was going to be another entry in the Ant-Man franchise that sticks close to it. When they figured we're doing Kang was forced into Quantumania, and they pivoted everything. So it shows, and maybe, it's not his fault that this happened. Maybe it is, we don't know, but I'm glad they're going to get somebody hopefully good on this. In my dreams and hopes are like, just get Marcus and McFeely back. They did so good with the last pair of Avengers films. Just pay them whatever they want and bring them back. Just let them hammer this out. But,
by the time Kang Dynasty's out, it might be like 15 years since Endgame.
Yeah.
At the rate we're going, it's going to be a while. So,
yeah.
Like, hey, you've had long of a break, now get back to work.
Mm-hmm. It's taken a while. I mean, expect delays as well of a bunch of content. So, it's...
I mean, everything.
Yeah. Certainly, this news comes out. So, I mean, when Marvel Studios, Disney confirms it or not, or if it's just like, hey, a new writer has been brought on board, make no mistake about it. Jeff's name will remain on the script. Because anything he's wrote, if they use anything remotely close to any idea, he's got to get credited and paid. Which is why you get to some, films and there's like 9 writers. So like, it's just how it goes. It passes through hands and they got to get credit. So like next time you see Guardians in the MCU, James Gunn is still going to be credited despite the fact he has nothing to do with it because he brought that version of the characters and those ideas. So it's just how it goes. So, some of his stuff will still remain, but in the long run, I think they made the right choice with getting rid of him. So, we'll see what this results in, I suppose, ultimately when the film comes out in 2038 or whatever it's scheduled for.
So I think whatever way you look at it is good news.
Agreed. Yep.
Like even if it's a case of he wasn't kicked off and he wanted to go, like just the reaction he got from Quantumania alone is enough for anyone to want to leave.
Yeah.
Like mental health wise, I'd have gone. I'd have ran. Like forget. I ain't having a bunch of internet nerds destroying my life because of a damn movie.
minutes.
And hey, if it wasn't the case and he was fired, you didn't like the movie anyway. So hey, you might get a better Avengers movie now.
Exactly. So I think everybody ultimately here will like win in the end. I hope at least. Like this is for the best for everybody. Whatever happens. We'll talk more about this. Obviously, Kang Dynasty still so far away. They're not going to start shooting this till like January, February. So they got plenty of time to do rewrites, get new people on board.
You say that the writer's strike has to end yet.
Oh crap! Yeah, never mind. This thing,
Like, it's either you get a scab or you start paying writers what they're worth, because writers or Hollywood without writers is literally nothing.
Who needs that,
it's a
bro?
bunch of
You got
kids.
Chat GPT. Come on. Woo!
No.
Woo!
Yeah, cool. You use AI so it can take someone else's idea and then you can get sued. Do that. I'd love to see that.
There we go.
Please. Someone do it. Zaslav, I know you're itching to pull that.
You know what this is calling. They're just gonna be like, oh, that's because Chat is going after Zack Snyder because he's the greatest. They're just stealing all his ideas, just like the Russo brothers stole his Endgame script.
I hate. It's been what, 12 years now, and people are still going on about those movies.
Yep, that's what cults do, though. That's what cults do.
That's all they have.
Guys.
The cults are real.
And it's both. I'm going to say right now, it's both sides. I'm going to both sides the Snyder Cut stuff. It's both sides.
I mean, it's constantly
Everyone needs to just shut up about it. Like, just cease, please.
Well, I suppose some people are also begging for this show to end, so we might as well, I guess, wrap it up somewhere around here.
Cool, we're going to carry it on then.
Yep.
What else came out? Something must have come out we can drag this out for.
I mean, Indiana Jones has the lowest rated Rotten Tomatoes to date.
I rebuke Rotten Tomatoes right now.
It can't be worse.
No chance it's worse than Christmas Cards.
It's impossible. Literally impossible.
Yeah. Jared, if you're in the chat, yes, there is a bad Indiana Jones movie. It's right there.
Jared's like, look, guys, I'm not a shill sitting in front of 17 items that are Indiana Jones and or Star Wars or Lucasfilm. He's like, trust me, they don't have anything bad. I'm not a shill.
I mean, he's on the Willow bandwagon, so he's definitely a shill.
Oh.
But speaking of Willow, bye-bye. You're gone.
Yep. That's...
It's for the best. No one liked Willow.
The Zaslav effect on everything is insane. Because everybody's like, well, if they can do it, we can do it now, too. Who cares? Oh,
yeah.
How unfortunate.
We're in a bad time right now.
I thought you were trying to make some sort of sheep metaphor that everything is bad because they're all following Zaslav.
No, my brain don't work like that.
Oh.
I'm not a pun AI.
Damn.
Sometimes I wish I was, but I'm not.
Just sometimes. Well, I suppose that's the end of the show. If you guys want more, we're going to be talking about the writer's strike and the death of Ms.Marvel this week over on the members page for bonus topics. So hopefully we see you all there. And until next time, hopefully you guys all have a good weekend. And I don't know, go do whatever you will. Go watch cyborgs fighting Aquaman on land using magnetic cars to fight John Cena or whatever the hell's happening in that movie.
The best bit about that is I have no idea if you're just putting random parts together, but I know full well that's exactly how that movie goes.
I was going to say, I think I might be just making half of it up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. So I've seen the commercial, but I ain't paying to see this movie. I'm officially checked out.
What's going to be worse, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny or Fast X?
Well, Fast X is going to be billed as a trilogy, so...
Look.
Oh, yeah, the saga ends with a two-parter. Sorry, three-parter. Sorry, four-parter.
Mitch.
We're going for a saga that end a saga.
No matter what happens in Indiana Jones, including if they redo the escape a nuclear blast in a fridge, I saw a clip of Dom Toretto riding a Dodge Charger down a dam that's exploding as he's riding it and surfing water. It can't get dumber than
I
this.
hate to break it to you. That's far
it
more
does-
believable than surviving a nuke in the fruit.
Well,
Oh, no.
someone did tell me like one instance in that movie. It's I guess in a city there's a bomb, and how they get rid of the bomb is like it's so unbelievable. They use it involves.
Do they get like a random aircraft and just carry it out into the ocean?
It involves them using a crane.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
They swing ball it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, there you go, everybody. So hopefully you fasten your seatbelts while watching the roller coaster ride that is the blockbuster of the summer that everybody's going to want to see. Not Shazam, Fury of the Gods, because nobody saw that piece of garbage. So take care, everybody.